Sisters and brothers, nieces and nephews, good evening. I've had a full day and I'm tired. I've did my workout, done my chores around the house, doing laundry, drinking now. This is my the juice that I made that has cucumber, watermelon, apple, celery, and grapes. I want to talk about this comment here and her subsequent comment. Radiant Goddess writes, he didn't need to share the details he did in an attempt to skew the public's view of her. So you know this motivation. Nobody needed to know she pursued him, but go off. What? And I write. So I write, why does it matter if she initiated? Then she replies, men are intelligent and calculating. In a moment in public view when he had a choice to uplift her, he chose to provide this. He didn't need. Get out of here. Did you see the other parts of the interview because I haven't watched the whole interview, but everybody's talking about how he glowed her. But that's for naught. And also other articles that I've read about him, how he has supported her, how he's her biggest cheerleader. Y'all funny. But here's another funny thing. He didn't need to put out that she pursued him because men should pursue the woman. Okay, we'll go with that. So you want the man to take the lead in pursuing us, but you damn sure don't want him to take the lead in nothing else. Which is it? That's part of their love story that they'll be able to tell their children one day. Simone and Jonathan, as long as you keep your stuff off these internets, because people are hateful. Like I said, I love being a woman, but we can be some mean bitches. So that's part of it. You know, just like I pursued Mr. Randolph. And you see, I got my hand like this because I'm showing y'all my ring. I pursued him. I initiated. Not pursued. I initiated. And by his own admission, because he saw me. And he read my bio with all my accolades, my accomplishments. As a boss. And moved right on past me. Even though he looked at he thought I was beautiful and all, but moved right on past me because he didn't think I'd be interested in him. I bet some of y'all wouldn't. Because he's a truck driver. Never mind the fact that this man has treated me better than all of the 7-figure guys I've been with. So what I find interesting, talk about how men are intelligent and calculating, and we're not. We're not? Come on with it. Do you realize I've probably dealt with men longer than you've been alive? I mean, seriously. And as long as I've you've been alive, obviously I ain't been that good at it, because it took me 51 to get it right. I hope it don't take you that long. And if you're married, I hope it lasts. Because again, we want the men to initiate, take the lead in pursuing us, but we don't want them to take the lead in nothing else. Especially if we got this boss mentality. So like I said, not necessarily to you, sweetheart. For all the females that are talking about how she should leave him, don't be no damn fool. Because we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But here's another thing, though. I went and looked at their wedding video. Y'all are funny. He loves that girl. He really does. I can see it in his eyes, and I can see it in hers. But what's funny is that some of y'all wrote, well, it's obvious she looked like she's more in love with him than he with her. How would you know what that looked like? And here's another thing. the ebbs and flows, because there are some times that she may love him more, and then there'll be some times that he loves her more. That's the ebb and flow of relationships. But y'all can say that because y'all ain't been in nan worthwhile. I know that there's sometimes I probably love Mr. Randolph more than he loves me, or in love with Mr. Randolph more than he's in love with me, and vice versa. But we love each other. We're each other's best friend. He makes me laugh and giggle. Oh, like she was doing. Yeah, like that. In my old age, at 56, he make me giggle like a little schoolgirl. I make him giggle. Even when he called himself being funny and snide, like Jonathan was doing. Y'all some bitter hens. And I learned by taking myself so serious. Sometimes I didn't take myself seriously enough. And that is evident by certain things that I allowed. And I'm pretty much transparent. I ain't telling all y'all business because there ain't nothing in business. I tell you what I want you to know. There's some things I think you can learn from. But sometimes I took myself too seriously. And sometimes in taking myself too seriously, I got in my own way. That can't happen. But it's interesting. The dialogue is very interesting. And I don't necessarily say that I don't understand the frame of thought, because, again, I used to think that way in certain instances, too. Now, if he is being abusive to her, mistreating her, all these things that are definitely a no-no, by all means, she would need to move around. But like I said, I keep going back to the middle. The way that she came out the gate after a 2-year hiatus with nothing but her therapist, her training, and her husband supporting her, you can't convince me otherwise. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But the level of concentration and dedication that when your house is not in order, let's talk about Mayor Sheila Dixon. It's apparent on your face, whether you think it is or not. Like it was apparent in my countenance when I didn't think it. I thought I was operating the way I had been. But I wasn't. So I don't care what you say. Not necessarily you, sweetheart. I'm just speaking in general terms. Because, again, this is a very telling comment that quite a few have made some similar comments. And I wish the best for all of you all. I wish the best if you desire to have a healthy loving relationship. I wish that for you. I really do. Because it took me to 51 to get it. Now, I had it at 23, like I told you, but I messed it up, thinking I'd have time to get it right, to fix it. So 23 to 51 when I met my now husband. And if we talk about the time that from the time I met my daughter's father to now, I'll give maybe 3-4 years in between. But that wasn't a good relationship either. Got a blessing out of it, my daughter, but no. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.